Let's have a look at this then.
It's John Montana, looking over Mr. Lansdowne's property. Wait a minute, what's that on his arm? Let's take it in a bit closer. Look at the brand. Rolston Precision Classic. Same watch we found. Could John Montana have actually been inspecting the property himself 2 years ago, or even killing the victim?
It's possible, if he was there. Alright, exit. Let's head out and ask some questions.
Nothing else for you right now.
Let's not ask you any questions then. Êtes-vous vu qui avait fait l'expertise de ce terrain? So, do you have any expertise on this land? Have you been here before?
Of course not. Don't be silly.
Well, I don't feel silly, because we found a copy of the report, and you did.
I suppose I can't argue with that. But honestly, I have no memory of it.
Right. Comment expliquez-vous ce rapport? Can you explain your report?
Do you have any idea how many similar sites I've assessed over the years? How many stretches of desert do you think you could remember years later? Anyway, my
He's got a
name's
point.
on many things with which I had little, if any, direct involvement. Much of the grunt work is undertaken by students and other researchers.
And they're okay with that.
Hey, they get the experience, I get the credit. That's academia, Miss Seidel.
I assume these are top students. Still, you know how kids are. You might in the future want to check their work a little closer.
Why is that?
The report we found, that you authored, clearly stating this site has zero historical significance.
Well, I have to admit, these things can and do happen, even with the most gifted grad students. Last thing a professor wants, especially on a high-profile site like this one's become. Is there any possibility this situation could be handled with a little discretion? This is terribly embarrassing.
Embarrassing? Or incriminating?
I admit culpability in lending too much trust and responsibility to my students. But anything else, Ms. Seidel, you're drifting into absurdity.
Really? I don't see it as absurd. I would say
I don't either.
Thinking of all the reasons someone might want to
I'm actually recording this.
Report.
I have never falsified a report. I don't have to put up with this insulting interrogation.
Can I talk again? Can I go back to, you know, being the main guy in this Let's Play? I know I'm your colleague, Miss Seidel, but I'm still the main character because I'm the player. I don't want to play the game. Qui sont les étudiants et les chercheurs qui ont travaillé sur ce rapport? Who are the students and the researchers who worked on this report?
I don't remember. And that's the idea, that nobody does. As I say, students and research assistants pay their dues doing anonymous grunt work and ghostwriting for established authorities, myself included. In exchange, the students receive valuable insight and experience.
But no exposure. Isn't that a little sleazy, Professor?
It's the reality of academics, Ms. Seidel. Call it sleazy or expedient. Either way, you'll find it's not uncommon for an archaeologist to author a study on a site he's never even visited.
That sounds wrong. Vous prétendez que vous n'êtes jamais venu sur ce site avant. But you pretended that you'd had nothing to do with this site before.
Not to my memory. I rarely get off campus, let alone perform first-hand inspections. On the occasions when I am on site, well, I spend most of my time in the office trailer, where I keep all records.
So you're sure you haven't been to the site?
Quite positive. But I'm starting to find the direction of this questioning quite distressing. Can we please keep it to the archaeological facts of this site?
Well, you might be a suspect. Où est votre caravane de travail? Where's your office?
At the university, in a lot near the archaeology building. But that is part of my private domain, and I must insist that you not go poking around anywhere there unless your business is official.
You may come around to do a little digging of my own at that, Professor, and I won't send an intern. That's all.
Hello, you'll send me. I'm not an intern. Hooray! Let's get a warrant.
What's up?
Could you get us a warrant for his work caravan place?
I get suspicious about guys with
trailers,
memories, and the prof hiding behind nameless students doesn't make it for me.
Nope.
Professor Montana doesn't want to talk straight up. Maybe his trailer will be a little more forthcoming.
In we go. To the university! To Venetian. Serenissima.
Nobody here. Hope Professor Montana hasn't left for another state.
Right, so we have a computer that we can't look at, a thing. But we have a thing.
This shovel got dented hitting something. Or someone. Real hard. Blood on it,
Oh.
too. We can't use that here. We
Yes,
can't
I can.
use that here.
There's blood there. Pick up the blood. So I'm guessing it's fairly recent. Anything? Ooh. Oh. I thought I'd be able to look at the handle and get something from that. No, it's going to be clicking on new.
Strange little things. Waxy substance. Soap. Wouldn't exactly call these art.
Can I pick one up? No, I can't pick one up. I thought that they'd have something to do with the scam. Obviously. Ooh. No, hang on. Hang on.
That's blood.
Oh dear.
Good find.
Pick up that blood. And that's been washed, so that's probably old blood.
These two carpet samples look slightly different to you. Always suspicious when somebody replaces their carpet. Hard to tell just from looking at it how long ago it was installed. We'll need to lift one good sample from both sides of the seam.
Yep. And could also be could also match the other one. I think this is where the guy died. He killed him. Said there was no historical significance, which meant that the guy would sell it. Now it's come out, he's come straight away. Let's go back to the hand in this evidence. I think it seems to be going more and more Montana did it. So this is blood from the shovel.
DNA from the blood, not human. Best guess, coyote.
Okay. The blood from the wall.
Good blood sample, but it was pretty old. How old?
2 years.
Wasn't able to figure that out. Years for sure. Thermocycled and grafted DNA for you.
Okay, let's do this. No, wrong one. More of a caravan. Victim. Bingo.
Okay, so the blood belongs to our Vic. Still, that doesn't tell us exactly how the stuff ended up in the trailer.
He was in there and got injured, one would assume.
The image enhancement and microscopy equipment is where that's going.
Right.
Here's
Bingo.
our break. Fiber under Freddy's fingernail matches. Greg says the new carpet was installed around 2 years ago, about when Freddy vanished. You know a real good reason to replace a carpet? Bloody murder.
Yep. Can we bring him in?
Need something?
Can we bring in John
The
Montana?
link between the suspect and the victim isn't very strong yet. Might consider linking them better.
He died in the trailer. Oh.
Looks like enough dirt on the tire to pull a tread. Try using a similar tool.
Okay, we go with this one.
What's up?
Well, we know he's at the site, so this is almost
Are we a team
meaningless.
or what? Tire tread is in the computer.
And it might. Yep.
Tire types matching key characteristics and dimensions. That's a nice spin.
Woohoo! So, can we now bring him in?
Yeah? What do you need, guys?
Let's try and talk to him, actually. We might be able to get some more info out of him first. Étiez-vous impliqué dans l'affaire sculpture de savon d'Amérique? Have you got something to do with soap sculptures of America?
As if you haven't embarrassed me enough, you bring up that ludicrous debacle. You would think an educated person like myself would see through a pitiful scam of that nature.
Obvious scam.
They flattered me. Played to my own vanity. Desires to express my own creativity. And
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah. You're
they
humanities,
made a
aren't
fool
you?
of me. and plucked my bank account at the same time. The effort and money I put into that worthless nonsense.
Did you ever look into the company? Perhaps to find out who was running it?
Soap sculptures? No. Eventually, as my grand sculptures were rejected, I began to get the drift of the scam. Just chalked it up to a learning experience. Even a professor can learn. Never gave it a second thought once I figured out what the scoundrels were up to.
That's all we need right now.
Who's Dale Edison? No, that's not useful.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? No. Try and find it again because I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure we had one.
Think any of these are a match?
No.
I'm not too sure.
Oh, it was this one, wasn't it? Dale Edison was behind that. No. As far as we know, there's no connection, but there could have been a connection.
What's up?
Let's see if we can... No. Can we ask her more questions? Hello. Que savez-vous sur le rapport d'expertise du terrain? What do you know about the report about the land? Savez-vous que... savez-vous quoi que ce soit de la sculpture du savon? What do you know? Quoi? Yeah, so it's something to do with knowing about the soap sculptures. What do you know about soap
How
sculptures?
fascinating that your investigations on the physical plane have taught you
Hate
what
you.
I instinctively knew. There are many paths to heaven and to knowledge.
No,
With all due
yes.
respect, madam, we're not here for reading, seance, or any kind of show. How about you drop the act and stick to the facts?
Yes.
You threaten me? After I have shared my insights?
You
Psychics have been
haven't!
known to help the police, and I respect the scientific study of extrasensory perception, but phony psychics have sometimes shared insights from the other side, inside knowledge of a crime.
These are outlandish implications. You had best watch your words, young lady. The media would not smile upon the police harassing a good citizen who stepped forward to help.
You know, I tested high for ESP in college, and I'm getting a picture of your future. It's a little gray room with bars on the windows. Now, did you know Eddie Sloan or not? And did you have a grudge against him?
My energies are ebbing. Visions such as I described to you are taxing. I have nothing more to share with you.
So you're a crank. Okay. What do you know about the report?
Again, I know little of this physical plane. I read signs from the other side. But I can tell you this. You cannot always believe what you read, whether it be a Ouija board's message or words fashioned by flesh and blood hand.
That's all we need right now.
Right. I mean, there's nothing we can look at. Yeah, so we could try. Yeah, I didn't think that would do anything. Can we do anything down here?
Need something?
Could we have a warrant for somewhere? Let's go through everywhere. The medium
Can't
place.
walk in and search on a whim. Give me reasons.
She's annoying. Give me legitimate reasons. Curses. What about for bringing in a suspect? John Montana.
Freddy's blood in the trailer matched the carpet fiber, and the killer baseball bat found on the property our Mr. Montana lied about having visited. Add to this the prof getting lathered by Freddy in the soap scam, and even an unfriendly judge would give us a warrant on this one.
Lathered in the soap scam. Avez-vous tué Freddy et l'avez-vous enterré sur le site historique? Burial at the site? Have you buried him at the site? Did you kill him and bury him at the site? Is that what they're saying?
I had nothing to do with his death or
Yes.
his burial.
Avez-vous intentionnellement falsifié le rapport d'expertise du terrain? Did you deliberately falsify the report?
How many times must we go over this? I've explained the nature of my work with grad students. I just signed off on legwork my researchers did. Next.
Then you must have loaned your watch to a student because we found it at the site. It was found by the construction crew. The murder weapon, a baseball bat, that was in the same box as your watch.
I don't know how my watch got out to that site, and I've never owned a baseball bat. I
You're
detest
American.
sports. If you were my research assistant, young lady, we'd have a long talk about your investigative methods.
After which,
Good
you
tip.
would take credit for my work, right?
Sorry. I like that though, because I think that's horrible. It's like oh yeah, you've got to have experience. Well, the only reason you've got to have experience is because people like you say we have to have experience, and then quand avez-vous vous appris que c'était Freddy qui était derrière l'onacue du savon? So that's the soap, methinks. When did you know it was Freddy behind the
At
soap?
the same time, I found out I'm only one of his victims. These implications of yours operate off wild assumptions.
Let's try a not so wild one then. When you were accessing the site, personally, you ran across a few Paiute artifacts, just trinkets, nothing too spectacular. You seized your opportunity, luring Freddy to a meeting on false pretenses.
This is what I think happened.
Perhaps. Instead, you confronted him, demanding your money back, but Freddy refused. Enraged, you smashed him in the face, killing him. You buried him out at the property, making him part of the site, hoping it might be confused as part of an Indian burial, should the grave ever be discovered. All it took afterward was a simple falsification of the report to deflect any immediate attention to the site. Why would anyone suspect a professor of faking a report that would only make him look bad? After the body was literally turned up, you quickly reported to the site as a volunteer archaeologist eager to help. Actually, eager to further throw us off the scent.
You paint a vivid picture, Ms. Seidel, but your assumptions have led you astray. You're fashioning a theory out of hearsay and conjecture. If I were your teacher, you must have someone who plays that role in your professional life. I'd suggest you look for real evidence.
Funny you should bring that up.
Blood on the wall. Comment se fait-il qu'on ait retrouvé le sang de la victime dans votre caravane? Yes. So how do you explain the fact that the victim's blood is on the wall of your caravan?
What? Blood? No, that's impossible.
Freddy's blood was all over your trailer.
Well, one
Analysis
spot of
shows
the
that
wall.
blood was spilled 2 years ago, right when Freddy disappeared. Satisfy
Yep.
your requirement for evidence, Professor? Still think I'm operating out of hearsay and conjecture? The victim's blood in your trailer. Or did your grad students get together and do that for you too?
Miss Seidel, I can indeed understand how it is you've come to this conclusion, but I do have an explanation. I really do.
Well, I'd love to hear it.
That wasn't even my trailer 2 years ago.
Not your trailer?
Adam Kilborn gave it to me. Actually, in barter. In exchange for
Falsifying
that land
my
claim.
land claim.
It may
Right.
seem like a petty matter to you, but a trailer like that is worth considerable money and was perfect for my purposes, both at school and in the field. Such a petty crime to come back to haunt me in so big a way.
You expect me to believe that, Professor?
Miss Seidel, you're a scientist. I don't expect you to believe it, but I do expect you to check it out.
So yes, you do expect us to believe it. That's a stupid thing to say,
I've said all
man.
there is to say for now.
Because he said, I don't expect you to believe it, but I expect you to act as if you believe it by checking it out. But if I don't believe it, I'm not going to look for the evidence. Or if I don't believe there's a possibility of it being true, certainly. So let's bring in Adam Kilborn.
Not enough yet. Maybe
What?
find a stronger link between the suspect and the victim.
John Montana's just told us he owned the trailer, that Adam Kilborn owned the trailer that we have got the blood in. Ugh. We can't go on his computer. Boo. There's something else to click on.
Yes.
Have we even got any extra evidence to send you? No, actually. Actually, let's try.
Accelerant's fluorescent or UV light. Good find. Can't be sure what kind it is yet, though.
What accelerants? What kind is? Let's hand it to Greg. See what we can find.
Here are your options. A, chemistry lesson, or B, detailed organic breakdown.
How about C? Get to the
C?
point.
Simple layman's terms.
Woohoo!
C4H10 and butane, more commonly known as lighter fluid, fast burning and
Right.
easy to use.
Found that in the soil near the grave. Could have leached into the ground, or maybe somebody had a barbecue nearby. Although another more likely explanation is somebody had a little bonfire to destroy evidence, doing their best to cover up our Vic's identity. Someone who doused the victim's clothing and personal effects in lighter fluid could have easily spilled some.
Say, didn't you...
Find lighter fluid at Madame Lazora's den. Yeah,
How did you know I was gonna...
just psychic, I guess.
Let's talk to her about it. Avez-vous brûlé des preuves relatives au meurtre? Meurtre? I have no idea. Have you burnt something?
What a ridiculous and insulting assertion.
Then maybe you can explain why you keep so much lighter fluid around. We found the same substance near the victim's remains, but no
Yep.
clothes or personal effects, as if someone had destroyed that evidence.
And if you are suggesting that I aided the murderer in destroying evidence, I would remind you that Madame Lazora is a source of positive energy on various planes.
Let's keep it down to earth, shall we? What are you holding back? Is it something to do with those soap carvings?
You are a detective. Your mind is keen, so I won't insult you with mere facts.
Mere
But
facts.
to assert these simple but profound insights. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. To some, this may be costly to learn, while for others, there may be much to earn.
So
To
yes.
our late departed victim, both of these pertain.
Did Eddie Sloan check in from the other side to tell you that?
As I have indicated, Eddie has not directly spoken to me as yet. He chooses to speak in images, in riddles. All I can do is but pass these on to you in a spirit of positive energy.
Est-ce que le nom de Dale Edison vous dit quelque chose? Est-ce que le nom do you know the name Dale Edison? Which I don't think is right.
Eddie?
No, Dale. Dale Edison.
Names are earthly constraints. There are many ways to know a person.
So it's alias.
First, you must think of Eddie. Eddie Sloan.
Lady, I really don't have time to play these
Ed-
games. We have a murder on our hands.
Oh,
and a
it's an
construction site.
anagram.
Eddie Sloan. Eddie Sloan. Dale
Edison.
Edison. Rearrange letters and... So that's your game. Anagrams. Dale Edison could be another Eddie Sloan alias. So he's the one behind the soap carving scam.
The veil
Right.
before your eyes begins to lift. There is hope for you yet, my literal young friend.
So she's literally young?
That's all we need right now.
Right. What do I do now? Oh, that's a link.
What do you need,
Oh.
guys?
Pourrait il y avoir un lien entre Dale Edison et Eddie Sloan. Is there a connection between the two?
Aliases are tricky to prove, but we'll check the files and maybe make some inferences.
Oh, I thought we could make inferences.
Okay, here are some business dealings on record, starting in about the same time Mr. Sloan blew into town. And isn't this interesting? The
He stopped 2 years
record
ago.
streaks to a stop about 2 years ago.
There
Could
we
be a
go.
coincidence, of course. Still, this looks like a lead to me.
Right. So can we talk to... Can we bring in Adam Kilborn
Looks
now?
like Mr. Kilborn, already down on his luck, got badly scammed by the late Eddie. Bad enough for murder? Worth talking to him about, anyway.
You people were messing around in my space while I was gone. Don't think I don't know it. Nothing gets past me.
We had a warrant, Mr. Kilborn. And all
Yeah.
we need now is a little cooperation, and you can get back to your castle.
An Englishman's home is his castle, by the way, love. Don't be such like that. I don't think he's English. I think he's a Pratt, but remember. Pourquoi avez-vous autant de caisses de savon chez vous? Why do you have all the soap? Avez-vous menti en prétendant que votre terrain n'était pas sur d'anciennes terres pailloutées? Pailloute. So, why did you pretend that there was no connection to the Paiute? So, we'll ask you about the Paiute.
No way. I paid for a formal assessment before I sold that property. Legit all the way. And
Paid for it the right answer as well.
Who did the assessment for you?
You know, it's true.
What is?
Drinking costs you brain cells. Only been 2 years, but a lot of booze under the bridge, you know? Details like you're asking for. They went away a long, long time ago. Longer you keep the plane in the air, more luggage you gotta throw overboard. Dick?
How's your memory where that hand axe is concerned?
Piece of junk I found on my property. Looked kinda interesting, so I picked it up. Hell, this is years ago.
Really? It's Paiute, you know.
Greek to me, little lady.
No, Paiute. Paiute, not Greek. That didn't even make sense. The longer the plane's in the air, the more luggage you have to throw overboard, because planes don't have overboard. And two, the longer it's in the air, the less fuel it has, so the lighter it is. So why do you have all the soap?
Hey, I may be down on my luck, but that don't mean my grooming has to go to crap, right?
I don't think that soap is strictly for cleanup, though somebody did use it to clean up, didn't they, Mr. Kilborn? At your expense?
I already
Hey.
told you. I made some financial blunders over the last few years. Some of them I don't care to talk about. Might make me look a little, well,
Suspicious?
foolish.
Suspicious, maybe? Savez-vous qui est Dale Edison? Do you know who Dale Edison is?
Who? What, that light bulb guy?
Mr.
Thomas.
Kilborn, we are well aware that you were victimized by the soap scam.
Listen, I'm talented. My art could sell. It could. I always been trying to make it, you know, creatively. With
Exactly.
the money I got along with the land I inherited, I was able to try different things. So maybe soap sculpture ain't the next pet rock. Something else will come along.
I'm sure it will. And I'm sure you hope your next opportunity comes from someone more trustworthy than Dale Edison. Or should I call him Freddie Sloan? Either way, you were built out of a good deal of money. I can see why you'd want to kill him.
If getting bilked by Freddy makes me a suspect, you better give me a number and I'll get in line. Half this town's been scammed by that con man. He was the real artist, preying on people's hopes and dreams. He worked in lies like Rembrandt worked in oil. So get out your bullhorn, go up and down the strip and round up those suspects.
Yeah, but they didn't have the means and the opportunity. Pourquoi y a-t-il du sang sur votre statue? Why do you have blood on your statue? I'm guessing it's his blood and something. Because it isn't the victim's.
Blood? What the hell are you... Oh yeah, I remember. I had that statue on a high shelf and I was cleaning. You know, reaching up with the dust rag. Damn thing clonked me on the noggin. I tend to bleed when that happens. Is that illegal?
Then you wouldn't mind if we took a DNA sample, would you?
I don't suppose there's any money in it for me if I say yes, is there? Hell, go ahead. What choice do I have?
Right.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
So let's bring that in.
The DNA is scanned and in the computer already, amplified and graphed.
Wonderful. So let's compare that to the blood on the statue. That looks...
Kilborn's DNA is on the statue, so his story checks out far as it goes.
with the statue. Right. I think we're gonna have to try and get... Can we get a warrant for the medium? Okay. I want to talk to
Looking
Elliot.
at your case file, you could use more evidence that ties the suspect to the victim.
Okay. I don't think there's any connection.
Nothing else for you
Hello.
right now.
Okay. Right. So we're at a point of having... Ooh. Oh, right. There's nothing here. We've already thoroughly examined that. I think that's kind of one of the annoying things with this one. With this is... It'll go, oh, there's a thing here. And then you pick it up. And then it will still go, oh, there's a thing here. But it doesn't always do that, you see. Yeah, so there's nothing else here. Right. I think we'll go through...
The crystal is murky. Try again later.
I do quite like that try again later, because it's kind of like her real voice is coming out at that point. Right, back to the caravan. Ooh.
Some substance up here. Been dried up for a while.
New thing. Let's go and
What's up?
hand in this these new bits of evidence.
It's egg yolk from a red-breasted nuthatch. Rare to
Okay.
find them around these parts, but not unheard of.
So, haven't we thoroughly examined that? Oh, we've done all this. So we're just gonna have to ask people. No, wrong one.
Forget something?
Ooh. La statue chinoise pourrait-elle être l'âme du crime? Was the Chinese statue used to kill him?
The damage was definitely caused by blunt force trauma. The statue is one possible weapon, especially if the impact was from one of the narrower parts on the figure.
So he's held by the head, almost. Okay. I doubt it. I think it's the baseball bat. Can we talk to...
Yeah, let's
John.
see if your suspect has anything else to tell us.
I've said all there is to say for now.
Okay. Can we talk to
Sure, let's
Adam?
get your suspect back in here.
I don't have anything else to say to you people.
Okay, that's annoying. Can we...
You don't have
You sure? Yeah. So that means I've missed something. Ooh. No, I thought I could have a look at something here. And I don't think there's anything else around there. So let's... I think we've got everything, haven't we, already? Can you give me a
I might be able
hint?
to help, but it'll cost you in the end.
Suspects. Comment prouver que le caravan est bien apparentu à Adam Kilborn? Bien apparentu. Did it? So how do I prove it belonged to Adam
That could
Kilborn?
be difficult after all this time. Try to draw a connection between the trailer and the site. Maybe you can show the trailer was once there.
I've done that, haven't I? Yes, I've done. Oh. Oh. I've not. I thought I had. I have, haven't I? Haven't I? I thought I had. Pretty sure I have. Because that's what this is. I've done this. I've proved it was here. Ugh. Now the game's just being annoying. Saying I've not proved things that I have. And if I talk to you again, you'll be like, oh.
That could be difficult after all this time. Try to draw a connection between the trailer and the site.
Yeah, I've
Maybe
done
you can
that.
show the trailer was once there.
I've done that.
Nothing else for you right now.
Ugh. But I've proved it was here, because I've used the evidence and gone, that's the same thing as that.
Nothing
Maybe
else
we
for you
can...
right now.
It's not what I meant to click on.
Yes?
Maybe I can now look at it and go, what kind of vehicle is it? No. Ooh. It's a kind of caravan tyre. So that's actually given me nothing. But I've proved he was there.
Yeah? What do you need, guys?
Well, the caravan was there. Okay, can we talk to him now?
Yeah, let's see if your suspect has anything else to tell us.
I don't have anything else to say.
Oh.
People.
This is the annoying bit of this game. We had it in the last one, I had it in the first one, but that was on a different recording session. Is you get to the point where you run out of ideas for what to do. So at this point, I'm just... Are there any bits that I've not... Okay, so we'll go back and have a look at that.
What's up?
Oh, I might have a question on that or something. But all of these have already been used. That's what the yellow tags are, apart from that one. But I've got no idea how to connect that to anything. I'm guessing it gets used in a question or something that I'm ignoring. So I'm ignoring that system. So I can't... He won't give me a question. I don't think there's anything there. Hang on. Is there... Blammo.
I think we found ourselves an important reason to pick this up now.
Wait, what? We could have picked that up before? Was not paying attention. But that means that's the nest of a bird.
Yes?
Possibly a red nuthatch. Red nuthatch.
Pretty hard to tell much from a nest alone, since birds of a feather don't always flock together. But speaking of feathers, I did find some in this nest, courtesy of a red-breasted nuthatch.
Blammo came
Blammo.
from a red-breasted nuthatch.
It
Could
did
the
indeed.
professor's trailer have once been parked near the dig site?
There we go.
Something?
Yes, we need to speak to... Let's talk to John Montana
Sure, let's
first.
get your suspect back in here.
Because if he was there,
I've said
we
all
can...
there is to say for now.
Okay, so we just go back to Adam Kilborn.
Sure, let's get your suspect back in here.
Because the trailer was there. Avez-vous donné votre caravan à John Montana? Have you given your old caravan to John Montana?
Why the
Your
hell
trailer?
would I do that? I'm tired of you idiots guessing about this and harassing me about that.
Yeah, we have his admission about falsifying land assessment in exchange for your trailer. You remember your trailer, Mr. Kilborn? Where you killed Freddy for conning you in the soap sculpture racket?
You think I killed a guy over an art school?
Yes.
Right. You're really getting creative now.
You have had various financial failures in your time, Mr. Kilborn. But the soap sculpture scam, which preyed upon your ego, that was the last straw, the final indignity. What was left of your life savings had gone into what you thought would be a new life as an artist, only it was just another washout. A joke you were the butt of. So you get Freddy to join you at your trailer, and you take out your frustrations on his face. A quick burial and a bonfire with his personal effects, and you were done. But you knew your land had historical significance, which would make it worthless for development. So you worked your trailer trade with the lazy professor in exchange for a fabricated report. You would eliminate Freddy and any remaining debt to him, dispose of the body, and elevate the value of your land for future sale, all in one fell swoop. Your life savings were gone, but at least you'd end up with something. And you'd give the crime scene to Montana as his parting gift.
You're guessing, young lady. You're spinning this out of whole cloth.
Not whole cloth, though a little carpet fiber's involved. You tore the carpet out and put in a new one. After the murder, which took place when the trailer was still on your property. And, Mr. Kilborn, the blood on the walls? Scrub as you might, it still comes back to haunt you. We even have the baseball bat you slammed Freddy with. Some of his shattered glasses are stuck in the wood.
Right now, I should probably call a lawyer. Don't you think?
That might be an idea.
But you know what? I'm gonna cop. Right now. To the whole thing. You know why? I was
No.
nothing but a loser. Another loser in Vegas till that body in the desert turned up. Now I'm gonna be a winner.
How do you figure that, Mr. Kilborn?
That sleazoid creep built so many people. Man, when word gets out that I killed that leech, I'll be a hero. They'll build a statue to me.
Out of
I'll
soap?
make you a prediction without a crystal ball. The leeches will crawl out of the woodwork and try and build themselves up over what I did. But I'm the one to rid the world of that cancer.
Why isn't that the end of the... what? Vous voulez parler de Madame Stella Lazora? Have you spoken to Madame
You see,
Lazora?
I tried to go after Freddy with the law at first. Not a damn baseball bat. I gathered together the suckers Freddy took in the soap sculpture scam, and we were gonna have a class action lawsuit. Only Freddy had protected himself with limited liability and such.
LLCs.
Point is, the great psychic Lazora was one of us. Just
One of
another
us.
victim of that scam artist, too.
Small piece of advice, Mr. Kilborn? Since you're a hero and all,
Yeah? What?
they have soap in prison too. Don't bend over in the shower to pick it up.
Ba-dum-bum.
Psychics have been known to help police forces all over the world. We should maintain an open mind and a little healthy skepticism. Now I'll predict the future. You'll crack your next case by listening to the evidence.
Right. Qui était le propriétaire officiel de Sculptures sur Savon d'Amérique? So, who owned Soap Sculptures of America? That was Dale Edison. Quelle était la marque de l'essence à briquette trouvée dans le cabinet de Madame Lazora? So, what was the brand of lighter fluid? So that was Martin's. À qui appartenait le sang retrouvé sur la pelle dans la caravane de Montana? So what kind of blood, whose blood, or what's blood? Sericidal. Whose blood? Where did the blood come from? That was on the spade. That was, yeah, spade, because meur is wall, so that's spade. So that's that is un caillotte. Combien de toilettes potables s'étaient visibles sur le chantier? Chantier? On the something. Chantier. I have no idea what chantier is. I'll go with 2. Quoi découverte Brass en cherchant les antécédents, the background? What did Brass discover about the background of Madame Zora? Rien, nothing. Yay! There we go. We asked for 1 hint. Oh, so it doesn't count it if you ask it repeatedly. But you still got the master ranking. Man of evidence 24, number of questions 61. So I think could have got away without asking everything, because I didn't have to go to Madame Zora at all. So that's what we got. We got a master. We got 9 of 9 on everything. And the next case is misdirection. It looks like we're going into the theatre, so it might be the Phantom of the Opera. Who knows? But that's for next time. Thanks for watching.